Obvious nonsense. We're alive.
I was doing this and Kane was being a creep behind me. Classic Facebook is going away soon, Malaysia. What are your feelings? What are your thoughts?
Um, well, they already forced me off. So, I don't give a fuck.
For some reason, even if your personal page was transformed, they kept saying that like obvious nonsense's page wasn't like changed, and I'm like, but if you forced me and you, who are both the admins,
Hey, Victoria.
hi Victoria.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck, to be honest. What am I gonna say? Yeah, it sucks though because Facebook still doesn't work properly, in the sense that when you share a link, which is what Facebook is about, sharing fucking shit with your friends, you it doesn't let you share what the person wrote before. It used to at least have a switch on desktop, but now it doesn't even have the button to switch for me. And I'm just like, that's like Facebook, that it's not functional. That means it's not functional because I shouldn't just be able to share article no context. People trying to give their friends context, they can't even do it because
Sorry. Yeah.
like the shit doesn't work properly. But whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That's my daily complaint about Facebook. Like, especially when it's somebody. For me, it's somebody's business. Like, you try and share somebody's business post,
I don't understand
and
why it
it'll be
doesn't just
like
work on pages.
it'll be like shares just the picture or shares just their like the product. I'm like, okay, but you won't know what the hell this is unless you get the whole description about how it's a black-owned brand, how it this, how it that, how it's vegan, how whatever.
And it's like it works if you share like pictures, but like if you share a link, like if it's like just a link, like so you have to put a picture of the thing in the clickable link in the description instead of the actual link. It's stupid. When you're trying to share Hood Consultant, it's just like bro, I'm trying to share what was written here.
Man, they make it the hardest thing on earth to share.
Let me invite people. I forgot to do that.
I always forget to do it.
Let's see.
Today is a weird day. I'll start by saying that.
What? Why is it only giving me the option to copy the link?
It's been a weird whatchamacallit? It's been a weird week, I would say. Would you say the same?
Yeah, it has been, definitely. I mean, even just everything is, whew, I don't know. Should I do a watch party?
Yeah. Can you?
I'm doing one.
Good.
Keep track of your comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep track of your comments.
All right, Liddy. So, if you don't know where you are by now, I guess I'll be the one to tell you. Welcome to Insert Name Here, brought to you in full technicolor and living sound with the dulcet tones of the great Alejandra Pera.
That's me? Yes.
Yeah, right. You know, the alluring, jazzy, you know, masculine bass of, I'll just go with what I said last week. You know, the best black man here in this place, in this place right now, currently, Kanan. Well,
that would suck if
somebody's knocking on the door. Oh no!
Better, but also.
This always happens. The asparagus is too salty. Mix it with the pasta. Yeah. Then there's me. The raspy voice, cuss like a sailor alto. You know, I was like, maybe I should stop swearing so much. And I said, why? Why would I do that? That's not me.
Nice for what?
Nice for what to these niggas? Like, especially these politicians. So why don't we just get started? All right, bet. So yeah, this is actually a really good place to start, because Alejandro put on the agenda local elections. So yeah, that's all that stuff is coming up. September 1st is the primary day for like a bunch of things. And you have to get if you want to do a mail-in ballot, you have to get your mail-in thing in by August 26th. And I feel like what will be easier since it's like so close to August 26th is to just go straight, like if you're in Boston at least, just go straight to City Hall. They're right in the doorway. There's a drop off box. The security guard actually, like, when I went to drop off like a couple mail-in things and a ballot, the security guard actually told me that, you know, she makes sure that they check it every day. So hopefully, you know, they're doing that, so people can get their stuff in, and get their ballots before, you know, the day. So yeah, I think also, you know, if any people are watching this, any people who, you know, do this sort of work, voter engagement, stuff like that, maybe an idea could be to pick up people's, you know, people's ballots, people's mail-in, you know, requests, and deliver them to City Hall directly, since we know that a lot of shit is going on with the post office. And we just want to make sure that everybody's vote is getting counted before that September 1st day. So hopefully, you know, too many people don't have to be going to the polls, because, you know, we're in a pandemic and we, you know, that's not the way. Like,
They still run us.
like, we're not trying to do that, but, you know, we need to get our voices, we need to vote, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, definitely do that.
And it was really easy. Like Malaysia said, like Malaysia just legit walked in. She had, you know, her ballot, her request for her ballot, and she had my ballot. Just put it in the box and it was ready to go. Like,
Yeah.
it's that simple.
And-
And their early voting starting soon. I should have put that link too, but it's probably on the link I sent. But if you're in Boston, but other cities also have it on their websites and towns or wherever you live. They're like at the Shelbourne, which is right around the corner. They'll be like, you can drop off your ballot or you can go vote starting like, I think next week.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, you know, dope. So it doesn't all have to be happening on that primary day. So if you can, if you don't want to do like a mail-in ballot, you can drop it off at City Hall, or you can just go and vote early at one of the like many sites across the city. Because I think with early voting, you don't necessarily have to be in your like district per se. You
Yeah.
can pretty much do it anywhere in the city.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so, you know, if you haven't gotten that stuff in, try to get it in before the 26th, if you're trying to do mail-in voting. So yeah. Next on our list, you know, kind of in that same vein of elections, we got the homie Ed Market, as my phone likes to autocorrect. Ed Markey,
Yes, we all know Ed Market.
kind of fucked up the internet last week, right?
He had them people. What was it, like Thursday, son? I don't know. It was one of
Like,
those days.
you know how rough it is to do this show on a Wednesday, because like things happen after that, so then we can't remember if we covered it like when it happened, like if we covered it the last week or if it happened like the day after, because always something
It's the
messy
day
happens
after.
the day after. We gotta start doing the show on Thursday, to be honest. That's the hot day.
Then the day after that, things are gonna happen.
Facts. Probably the
True.
second after.
Thursday, Friday, it's a hot day. But anyway, they like to do shit on Thursday though. They really do. So Ed Market released an ad that was spicy. It was a little spicy.
It's caliente.
It was a little hot.
Had a
As
little
it were.
a little fuego on it. Yeah, it was a little, a little something. Let's see, find it and put it on the thingy.
Yeah, you sent it to me, yeah.
But probably, it was so Ed Market and John Bobby Whitney Kennedy the third. They have both been they both started releasing attack ads against each other.
Cute, you like to see a little beat.
They
Like
said,
I see a little beef.
it's always really funny especially with like local or like state elections, when they're like, oh no, we're gonna keep it really polite, like we like each other, like we're friendly.
Boo.
Not even a month. Well, it was like a month when the beef really started. It's brewing. Less than a month in, they're both like, knives out. Let's beef. I got smoke. Your daddy and your granddaddy and your grandpappy all been in office and done shit. And what have you done? And then Joe Bobby Whitney Kennedy III is like, you've been in here my whole life. And what have you done about race only? Because that's the only thing he can ever like hit Ed Markey on. And in conclusion, it's never very messy. It's pretty much an
It's-
episode of Real Housewives.
Yo, it's messy. I can't find
I don't
that.
even know what.
I cannot find that shit on our chat, but I'm gonna search Twitter.
It was mess, and I love it.
Everybody
You know?
was like,
I
"Oh
love
my
mess.
god!" Yeah, it was good though. It was a good ad.
It was. And then Joe obviously followed it up. And then my favorite thing about Joe Kennedy is his like reasoning and logic when it comes on the campaign trail. When it comes to the campaign trail is very interesting to me because he'll be like, you know, although like my family has done so much, you know, my family's name doesn't help me. My family's name doesn't do yada yada yada, but my family has done so much for the state. My family has done so much. And I'm like, either you pick, you're gonna do the my family
Hey, you know,
doesn't matter, or my family does matter. You have to pick which one you're gonna go on, because you sound stupid now.
forget the name, but you know, I'm a candidate. So
Yeah, just forget the name for a second. I'm just, you know, Joe Kennedy.
Yeah,
There haven't been 3 of us or 4 of us.
don't even think about the fact that I'm a
Where
candidate.
the
Man. I'm just here to help you.
Where the flip is this ad? Where is it at? Like, I can't even find it. Was so good. I gotta go to Ed Markey's like whole ass page, really. I don't wanna
Is
go
it
there.
this one?
Is it that one? Go to the end. How you find it immediately?
Because it's on his page.
Wait. Yeah, it's that one. Well, when I looked up his name in the thing, it didn't show up. So don't hate the player, hate the game. Anyway, so that happened. You know, that got a little spicy. You know where we're at on the situation. We're voting for Mr. Market. Alejandro already voted for Mr. Market, Ed Markey. Okay, let me be clear, Ed Markey, because some people are gonna be like, I don't know who this
Mr.
is talking.
Who's
Ed Market.
Who's what market?
I don't.
Where are we going?
All I see is Ed Markey.
Hello.
Is that the person they're talking about? Yeah.
I love that
Anyway,
it's- I love that it's like I love that it's like Ed Markey is like pretty old, right?
Yeah.
Sad to say he's relatively older. And Joe Kennedy's so young, comparatively. I love that that like matchup. It's a geriatric fuck.
The dichotomy is that one of
Yeah,
the
but that
words?
guy- yeah.
yeah.
that's the word I like.
Ed Markey is like I've been eating shits like you for breakfast since '53.
Yeah, shit.
Okay, but is he wrong? No.
Okay.
That's why. That's
But
why.
like, we all know the team, man. Ed Markey be
Yeah.
putting out good bills and voting well, and Joe Kennedy be
Joe Kennedy be like, oh, Ed Markey's never in Massachusetts. He never listens to his constituents. Meanwhile, Ed Markey be in D.C.
Be
writing
like,
legislative
Joe Kennedy's never in
legislative piece.
D.C. He never votes on shit. He don't be he votes on shit. He don't be releasing fucking. He don't be doing like.
We do be
bills.
missing a lot of votes, though.
Yeah, a lot of them do, to be honest. But yeah, we should hold them accountable for that. They should be there to vote because you know that they're supposed to be the voice of the people or
Yeah.
something.
You making that 100-something thousand, you should be there. Thanks.
But
Thank you, Clue, you should
anyway,
be there.
anyway.
Anywho, forget them,
So yeah,
but not forget them because we're still gonna talk about
we're
fucking
still
Democrats.
talking about the Democrats because the Democrats they're trash. Like my thing. Okay, so we're talking about the DNC, like DNC convention. They did what Democrats do. They say, we need a new strategy, something fresh. We need to do something we've
Something
never
new,
done
something
before.
hot.
You know what we're gonna do? Try to appear to Republicans.
Yeah, bitch.
Somebody in the
It's
background,
time.
like, hey, wait. I have a question. Somebody else, like, hey, what's up? Person's like, isn't that what we do every single time since like?
This time special.
But we need to be Trump this time. I'm like, but isn't that what we did last time when we needed to be Trump and it didn't work? Anyway, it's so that's what they did. So they invited a bunch of fucking losers to the convention to speak. And I said, okay, sound good. My thing is, they invited my homie John Kasich. I'm gonna highlight the man John Kasich specifically because he's a moderate Republican, that they invited to try to appeal to moderate Republicans. Republicans that hate Trump. And they think that'll be a good strategy to coalesce, to get more voters and to, beat Trump. You know who else tried that strategy? John Kasich in the 2016 Republican primary, and guess what? He fucking lost. Like he tried it on Republicans even. Like
You tried it, ho.
That
That shit ain't work.
I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out what's the strategy. The Democrats is like, yo, what if we invade Iraq and say they have weapons of mass destruction? That's like they're just like, oh wait, what did they do 10 years ago? Let's just
Why
do
don't
that.
we just do it now? It'll be so cutting edge.
Let's run it back. Let's try it again.
Oh yeah, that's so 2020. Yeah, let's totally blow up.
Let's
a
try
building.
things we tried in 2016. Let's
Yeah.
be different.
Oh yeah, hurricane coming to New Orleans. Let's break the limits.
Bro, laughs evilly. Nah, but and then like, you know, they had some other speakers. They had Jill.
People were tight about Eva Longoria being one of the speakers. I was like, wow. I was like, somebody that's been an advocate for like immigration and like Latin American rights. So I was like, this is why Democrats ain't shit. Because y'all be complaining when a celebrity appears that has like actively been doing stuff, and you let a woman walk around with hot sauce in her bag. Flag.
Anyway, they let the man fucking Bernie had his little speech or whatever, and everybody went crazy. Not everybody. I say that mostly the mainstream and the moderates kind of went crazy. Look, he's never been better. The nigga just being like, he's literally saying the same shit he said forever. Like, he's literally saying we have to beat Trump. No, we will vote for da-da-da-da, but we still need to do it. I mean, I'm like, Bernie Sanders gives the same speech. Like, bro, I was going to vote for Bernie Sanders, bro. But he gives the same speech. That's why we fuck with him, kinda. But not this time because, but it's not that we don't fuck with him. It's just that we don't fuck with him. We don't care. Like I think people think like progressives, like we're like they think Bernie Sanders. That's like they like, oh, that's your grandpa. Like you love, that's your nigga. Like you putting Bernie Sanders on your fucking like bro. I got fucking Twilight on the wall. They used to putting Bernie Sanders on the wall like Twilight. You putting Bernie Sanders on the wall like fucking.
You know
Nirvana be on the wall.
The meme from that Cartoon Network show where he's like this. The poster. that's
how they think we are about Bernie Sanders. It's like he's not like, bro, he's not our family. Like that's not our kin. Like we're not riding and dying for Bernie Sanders. Like that's not our brother. We're not like, relax. Like he had the best policy of the shitty people y'all trotted out.
Yeah.
And he's the one. He's gonna be the one until he's not the one, which is now. He's not the one.
I think my favorite like earlier argument from like older people about Bernie Sanders is just like, you're so evangelical of Bernie Sanders. It's like, no, we're just trying to tell you what the right thing to do is, but you're not going to do the right thing, and then you didn't. And now we're just kind of like, all right, well, now, I mean, it is what it is.
Also,
we're gonna call everybody out now.
Also, like, they saying that, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, they don't need progressives to win the Democratic, you know, ticket. I mean, they don't need progressives to beat, you know, Trump. Okay, no problem. They say, you know, the moderate Republicans got y'all.
No, but wait. Then why are they mad when AOC is picked just to announce Bernie? I don't see. This is the
like who else would they pick? Like who would they pick besides AOC?
Me
who would they pick?
I have never watched a DNC convention.
Because why?
So I didn't know
to get indoctrinated. I
was like, that's just when they say. I was gonna say Bernie's the nominee. That's when they say Biden's the nominee, and we move on. But people not understanding that, like, they have to tell, like, the people that got at least a, like, nomination. And so AOC was a person picked to kind of nominate Bernie. And people were like, how dare she waste her 60 seconds to talk about Bernie? She should have been talking about Biden and how great Biden is. And I'm like,
shut the fuck, bro. I'm so damn sick because who's what, bro? Do they think fucking Republicans watching the DNC convention like, ooh, I'm being moved.
I
now want to vote for Biden's fucking geriatric, confused, dotard ass. Like,
DNC is a dog show to Republicans.
they're like, bro, if I watch a Republican convention, it's just to laugh at Mitt Romney because he looks like a foot.
And look at this tall white Afghan. it's like John Kerry.
Bro,
it's facts. Who does watch that? Because like, why would you like? I think
what
people were
reason
watching
would you
it
watch
this time
it?
because there were like people like AOC and people of like interest were gonna
people
speak.
care about.
But other like I didn't even click. What am I gonna put on that? What am I gonna?
I didn't watch that shit, bro. I love politics. I can't right now. I'm not trying to see the between shit.
I woke up and I said,
it's too serious right now.
I said AOC, NBC News. I said, oh,
Politics,
I don't care.
like actual like the impact of politics is too real right now for American politics to be enjoyable because American politics is like fucking a reality show. It's a joke, bro. This shit is a joke, and it, like if you pay attention to politics, it's a fucking joke. Like, but like the effects of it are so dire. And so like right now we're in like a situation where like you're really feeling the effects of our shitty political system, and it's not fun to watch. Like it's just, like maybe when I was like 16 I would have watched the Democratic convention, like maybe.
Oh, how interesting. Now it's like
I'm like kill me.
Weird flex. I was watching nothing good.
it's just they all got first. They all got mad. They're like, we should be uniting the party and blah 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 and blah blah blah. You always ask progressives. They always do this. They're always like, you should be unifying the party. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Bitch, you should be trying to get my vote, not some freaking Republican that's voted Republican for the 50 years of their whole life.
My thing is that they want us to unify while they punch us in the face. Like, unify the party! Unify the party! Unify the party! Like, no, I can't now. Like, this is not united. Like, shit.
After you abused me.
They're like, how dare yo? Because the best part is that if that nigga loses, they're gonna all these people who are saying we don't need progressives to win are gonna be like, why didn't the Bernie supporters vote for Joe Biden? They made him lose. A bunch of Bernie supporters voted for Trump. I'm like, but didn't y'all ask the people who voted for Trump last time to vote for Biden? Never mind. And I'm like, but the best part is that it's not, the narrative is just false. It's not even true. Like, more Bernie supporters voted for Hillary in 2016 and Hillary supporters voted for Obama in 2009. Like, y'all racist cunts. Like, just kidding. I would never cape for Obama.
JK.
I would never cape for Obama. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are still cunts.
JK.
But I would never cape for Obama. Is what I want to say.
What was I gonna say? First of all, my chair, I sat on it the wrong way this week, and it's been bothering me the whole show. Second of all, Kane laughing at me laughing. Second of all, yeah, I'm still like, it's almost like triggering to like see people still post like, oh, Bernie supporters lost us the election, or progressives lost us the election by not voting, and I'm like, y'all do remember that part where she lost the electoral college?
My thing is that people be trying to say like, well, she won the popular vote, but her ass knew that she had to win the electoral college. Niggas knew that the popular vote doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's the thing. Like, unfortunately, we know we have the system, and they was barely talking about changing it. People were asking about changing it. Nobody, no politician was doing anything until that happened, for real. Like, and I'm like, the same shit happened. Man, never mind.
The popular vote is like a parent giving a kid a like fake driving wheel and putting it in the car in the front seat with the kid in the front seat while they're like going vroom vroom, and then the parents like, yeah, vroom vroom, and the kid's like, beep, beep.
I like this analogy so far.
and we're like, but it's a popular vote. And they're like, yeah, but electoral college, right? And they're like, yeah, but popular vote. But electoral college.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, bud. Yeah, no, but like honestly, like we do need to change that system. But like y'all, you knew, like she knew she had to.
The DNC says no.
She knew she had to win the popular vote, and she did not do it. She didn't go to the places she needed to go to. I mean, the electoral, yes, you're right. You know what I was trying to say. Y'all know what I was trying to say.
Exactly.
Y'all know I'll be forgetting my words sometimes. Anyway, she knew she had to win the electoral vote. So, and she didn't make the effort to do that.
Hey, look, it just so happened that in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Iowa, all those random states, Ohio, that a lovely racist appeared. That was a racist they liked because Hillary wasn't the racist they wanted.
She was too soft.
And then she,
racist.
She didn't win him over, and a lovely racist did.
And he was like an old country buffet racist.
Just anything you wanted, you could grab. If you hated Muslims, you hated black people, you hated Mexicans.
He'd look at something and be like,
hated Chinese people.
Look at that Korean person, and then just say something about it. Korean people, and you're like, oh, he grasping at straws.
Bro, literally about Jewish people, about anybody pay. It's your pick.
Puerto Ricans being Mexicans.
Bro,
who said that one time?
Anything about like, Puerto Rican.
We were like, okay, that was like where you're like, okay, there's a line where you should this thing you should know about. It's not in Mexico.
Bro,
like
he said, you know, Puerto Rico is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
Lots of water. All kinds of it.
We know that, nigga. Did you just find out?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. He Googled it. He said, that's what he did. He said, Google Puerto Rico. It said Puerto Rico is an island. He said, what's an island? Island.
Big water, ocean water.
Big ocean water, lots of water.
It said, Puerto Rico in the Atlantic Ocean. He said, okay, big water, okay, island surrounded by water.
Do you know that it means rich port?
Oh my God.
Did you know that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I never knew. Okay. Next. Not about politics. Unfortunately, I guess we have to tamp our smiles down. This shit's kind of.
You can't tell me to not smile. All right, Trey Songz is a creep.
Apparently.
And it's hard not to smile because of the way I said it.
Allegedly.
But he's
apparently.
Let me compose myself. I don't work on the news. I don't got the like. And in other news, Trey Songz, R&B artist, is a creep.
Trey Songz is a creep.
Yeah, like Stay that.
Tuned. If you didn't know, Trey Songz is like a history of like women saying that he's a creep. He's a creep of some sort. So like Keke Palmer famously a couple years ago was like he took her phone and like forced her to be in his music video. And there was that whole thing on the Breakfast Club where Keke Palmer was talking about it. She also talked about it on the Wendy Williams show. And in both instances, they were both like, "Oh, whatever. Like it's just whatever. Like nothing really happened." And Keke Palmer was like, "I was uncomfortable." And they were like, okay, whatever, and people just laughed it off pretty much. Now there was a clip on like Adam 22's No Jumper podcast where this woman talked about him. They were having sex and he just started peeing on her without her consent. And the only thing that's funny about that, besides yes, okay, please.
I'm not laughing. I'm just like, what the fuck, like. I'm like, bro, like, because my brain just went to R. Kelly. I was like, bro, I feel like we went through this already, dog. Like,
he said, but it's all good. She's of age.
Anywho, so this is a white woman. It's not that makes it better or worse.
Did you say that?
But it was a white woman.
Why did you need to clarify that? I fucking hate you.
Oh, you're the worst. Oh shit.
Actually, I shouldn't get. No, well, I can't confirm that, so I won't confirm my appearance.
You just looked at her picture and guessed. Even better. Okay.
Okay, but that's it doesn't mean anything. But it's low key like watching him turn into R. Kelly hype.
Yeah.
Because this has been like a lot of allegations.
Yeah.
There was like been one of rape, but they said that was false. So it's just Trey Songz on that low, that cancel list. Not the like fully confirmed cancel. Well, actually, with Keke Palmer, I think that's enough to cancel him. Because if you make a woman like Keke Palmer uncomfortable, and she's a very like
outspoken.
Like she's from Chicago. She don't give a fuck.
She don't give a goddamn.
If you can, and it's not that like outspoken people can't be like taken advantage of or like something like that, but if you can put a damper on Keke Palmer, then I feel as though I should cancel you.
They could take somebody's phone and
trap them,
force them to be in a music video. Like that's such a
I watched it. She was like
so crazy.
And then obviously those instances of like hanging out with Meg Thee Stallion, and there are pictures of him hanging out with Tyga when he was with Kylie and Kendall when they were all very like young still. Like it's just
Tyga's a predator, so
like, exactly. So there's so much wrong with Trey Songz as a being right now. That's why he can't really. That's why nobody really listens to his music like that. So.
Anyway, on to speaking of Megan Thee Stallion.
Number one hit.
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all got so mad. Did you see? Sorry, it's off topic. We were gonna get on Megan Thee Stallion, but there was freaking.
Maria says hi.
Oh hi.
I'm not even looking at my watch party.
Cans, I think.
I know, but I have a watch party too. It has.
Oh no, it's yours, I think. Oh no, it's Cans. What's it call it? Oh yeah, WAP hit number one. And then I saw Cardi B shared this like TikTok of a bunch of conservatives with Trump flags listening to WAP. And she was like, I thought y'all didn't listen to this music. I thought y'all didn't want y'all kids listening to this. So it was funny. WAP hit number one, so that's Meg's second number one hit. And then today, like 2 days after basically getting a number one, Cardi B gave her like a little Birkin bag. She posts pictures of like the gunshot wounds or like whatever she got during that altercation.
Because a lot of people
during her attack with like Tory Lanez. I was gonna call it Tory Songz.
Oh gosh.
And I was like, it's sick that she has to like defend herself.
Yeah,
like
a lot of
there's no need.
A lot of people are saying it wasn't that serious, or like, because she's better now, or whatever. And it's like y'all just hate black women, especially dark-skinned black women. Shut the fuck up. Like y'all are just hateful. Like y'all don't give a fuck about their pain. Y'all don't give a fuck about people. Like y'all just wanna. It's sick. Y'all are weird. Like it's weird. Y'all don't like the fact that she felt she needed to post her shot up feet, bro, just to make y'all shut up and at least stop like saying like.
Stop saying it's fake. Stop saying it's this. Stop saying it's that. Keep ain't this. Keep ain't that. It's just.
Yo, I gotta make one of those style videos.
Because there's like no need. Like, if she doesn't want to talk about it, that's up to her. Even if she doesn't want to talk about it to the police, that is up to her. She was the victim of something. Whatever it was, it's up to her.
Wait. Who wants her to talk to the police? What kind of conversation? What has been the last like 3 months? Has that not happened in people's minds?
When people are on Twitter and
what do y'all mean defund
Lipstick Alley? They're like, why doesn't she talk to the police? Why isn't she doing this? Why isn't she doing that?
We've been screaming defund the police like not even just starting this year. A long time ago, we've been screaming defund the police. And y'all saying, well, she should go to the police.
Who forgot?
What the fuck?
I thought y'all was reading Angela Davis. I thought y'all was reading Sana Shakur. Like, I thought y'all was Black Panthers. What the fuck? Like,
well, everybody's moving the fuck on from what happened. It's
what happens keeps happening, continues to happen.
What's happening during the
protest? Facts.
Happening now.
This is all going on.
What is now. Those phrases as they go. It's wild. And you know what? I was talking to Liz about this, but I really do blame sports for coming back for one of these things because it's really a great distraction for a lot of people.
Facts.
And I would say especially men, because obviously men are like one of the main consumers of sports. But men are very easy to kind of just like go like, oh, sports, it's the playoff season. I can just forget about how horrible life is for like a black man on a day-to-day basis, even though there's no way for you to forget. But this is like a distraction. And even though LeBron and like the post conferences and all of them would be like, you know, Breonna Taylor, what do you mean when you're still talking about how many points you scored, how many rebounds you got?
Bro, if the whole thing was just da 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 Black Lives Matter, we need to do this, da 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 da, get up and leave. If that was what everybody was doing, that'd be one thing.
And
like,
people like did it in the
that.
beginning, and then they were like, "Oh, it's playoff time now." So
no,
like,
come on, like that's why all this stuff stopped. That's why when people are talking about like, oh, we can just elect this one and everything will be better. We can work and we can try to change things after that. We're not gonna try to change things. The moment people get just a little bit of comfort, just a little comfortable, they're just like, all right, that's enough. Like we don't have to fight anymore. It's fine. Like we get, black people just be murdered by the police quietly. These racist attacks will just keep happening quietly. School shootings will just be like, they won't be that big of a deal. They'll just happen. Mass shootings that just happen. People dying of coronavirus, which they still haven't talked about on the news as like, we need to have like, bro, we should be mourning people, like mourning the hundreds of thousands of people that died in this pandemic in this short amount of time.
Like, and not just here, like around the world. Like I know people like to act like our world is not as connected as it is, but people like around the world have died.
Bro, and people have friends
like,
bro, I can think of like my friend having a bunch of friends from all over the world, like having friends in France, having friends in wherever, like. And like our world we're global. We're a global populace now. Like we can get places hella easy. Like bro, like we've been a bunch of countries. I'm like, damn. I wonder if all those people I connected with, I communicate. Is my sugarcane man? Is he cool? Is he fine? Yeah. How is he making money when no tourists are coming through?
Wow. He said he would buy Malaysia everything she wanted with his sugarcane money.
Bro, like, how is my homie?
How's my homie Smiley, my lovely taxi driver?
Smiley doing fine.
Smiley probably doing fine. Smiley chilling. Love that man.
Smiley chilling. Smiley had his own. They made a whole news story about that man after the hurricane. Smiley good. Yo, Smiley is a great cab driver. I will say that if you ever go to the Bahamas, Smiley. For free, he didn't pay me to say this or nothing, but that's a cool guy. Like we got in there hella late because Bahamas Air was. Whew, our friends got there first. This is a random story. Our friends got there first. We got there late because Bahamas Air is notorious.
45 minutes late regularly,
it's
like
notorious.
Every day.
When we called him, he was like, oh, Bahamas Air, ooh. But we got there, we're like, Smiley, we're starving. He brought us Andros fish fry. Mm-hmm. Boy. It was the middle of the night, bro. And he just chilled, talked to the bartender, then drove us up. Smiley's the guy. Like, he got a whole fleet of taxis. That's the dude.
Go to Bahamas.
Bahamas is lit. Bahamas in the spring, it's a good time. Anyway, okay. School reopenings.
School reopenings. Okay. All right. Oh, yes, our dad. Oh, Vidal. Our dad in St. Martin. I should check if I still have his WhatsApp. And I should see Vidal. Are you doing okay? You want me to send Western Union send you $5?
Thanks. Yo, Vidal told us that the hurricanes was because hurricanes happen because of the
transatlantic.
Yeah, basically our ancestors who jumped into the water they're very angry, so they send hurricanes. And they'd be very angry at St. Martin specifically and a lot of other places down in that area.
And the hurricane, this got destroyed. And in the 1992 hurricane, this got destroyed. And this was the best
bakery on that was my favorite one. He's like, this was the best bakery on the island. It got destroyed in the hurricane. Like, all right.
It makes me laugh every time.
It's just so wild. Like, the best bakery on the island. It's been years since the last hurricane still ain't been rebuilt. Like, damn.
I'm like, bro, the best on the French side of the island, to be clear.
Yes. Yeah. Schools are opening. Okay.
To be clear.
So,
So-
Schools are reopening, and there have been multiple articles. So this one's from
Articles.
I know. This one's from 2017, and I'll link in a second. Or Malaysia can look at. She has a mouse closer by. But it said basically there are two of them. Oh wow. I did do that. That's good research, me.
I'll do both.
In 2017 and 2019, there were two articles released about how, like, one was first on air quality and how air quality in most Boston public schools. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. How air quality in most Boston public schools is horrible. Well, not horrible, but it's like not good. There's like criteria, but it's not good. So,
which we should know.
Which we know facts, because when people talk about BLA, they're like, yeah, you know the rats that run through the vents and stuff.
Very stuffy. You can always smell that shit in the wintertime when they die.
Mm-hmm. So it's great to know that during a time period where you need like ventilation, where you need proper air quality, you know that most of the schools you send your kids to in the city don't have that.
Yeah, don't send your kids to school.
Nice.
So on top, remember the lead thing too? The lead thing was just like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed that.
2 minutes. Yeah, facts. Still lead in schools. There's still schools where you really can't drink water from like the faucet. So you got lead. You can't breathe.
Windows don't open. You can't be distanced.
No water. You can't be distanced.
Just general bathroom. No soap. No paper
tissue.
towels. No tissue. No
partitions between urinals. No partitions between urinals. I invoke my 30-second rant. 30-second rant in attack mode.
I feel like he already took up that second. Well, go on.
Boys' bathrooms in high schools that don't have partitions between the urinals. Fuck you. The little walls. Fuck you.
That's it?
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
I just don't understand why, like, I just feel like boys' bathrooms can have stalls. Like, why don't they just put fucking stalls?
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? Like,
What?
Yeah, I don't know why boys' bathrooms even still have them. Like, there's no point.
Anyway, that's not what this was about.
Ken
But
had strong points about partitions in bathrooms. BPS put partitions in the bathrooms. Put stalls in the bathrooms so the boys don't have to see each other, have boundaries.
And when I run for president of the teachers union,
yes, please give me that plan name.
yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Partitions and urinals.
I'm trying to figure that one out too. How exactly?
But I believe in you, so whatever you decide.
Ricochet Peace Stream.
Eric said they wanted us to be ready for jail. So
yeah, that's the school to prison pipeline.
Damn, I shouldn't even have laughed. I wasn't meant to laugh. Damn, Eric.
That's the school to prison pipeline, is what I'm saying.
Good.
Mike said you gotta straddle the urinal and try not to dip your dick in the toilet water.
Yep.
I wish I hadn't seen that comment. But
yo, they were talking about Jordan over here talking about Ricochet Peace Stream. I don't like that. Anyway,
I hate how this.
School air quality
corresponded to y'all, so, it hit y'all souls so much.
Walls in urinals. Walls in urinals. Walls in next to urinals.
All right.
Inside.
30 seconds are gone. Yes, the air quality is crap.
No bueno in the school.
And we listed off like 6 reasons, probably 7 with the partitions in the toilet.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Yeah,
like,
the pee goes all over the.
Like, it's a funny ha-ha thing to say, but if you're like peeing on somebody in a pandemic, speaking of, are we going to talk about that part, like, right here? Yes, right after. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, you don't want Ricochet Peace streams, but let's move on to the breaking news.
No, this breaking news, I want y'all to know that I was going to tell Malaysia downstairs about it. And then after I said, no, I'll save it for the show, Malaysia's mom from upstairs goes, did you see that they said that if they're going to require the flu shot for children ages of 6 and up, 6 months and older? And I said, God damn it, this woman hit the story before me.
I didn't even know 6-month-olds could
get it. Yeah, I didn't know either. But
6
you know,
months is kind of
They be
6
pumping
months
them
is
kids with vaccines.
6
early.
months is kind of young. Like, my thing is, like, I believe in vaccines or whatever, but I'm also like a black person, and like niggas have a history of kind of like poisoning us and like killing
Giving you
us,
cheaper vaccines,
giving
like
us
not
cheaper,
the right ones.
sometimes giving us literal syphilis or not vaccine at all,
Or sterilizing people.
yeah,
A lot like Puerto Ricans that have happened to, and
Yeah.
Native Americans.
a lot of people that it happened to, doing medical experiments and whatnot,
Oh yeah.
sending
So
things to Africa for no reason.
telling
Oh,
us
yeah,
basically
give
that it's
give me
going
some
to
of
be
those
required
eugenics.
for childcare, K through 12, and
Even-
colleges and universities
My-
is wild.
My thing is that it's even if you're gonna only do remote learning, it's gonna be required.
What does
Is
that?
that what they say?
I haven't seen that when I looked at it.
Yeah, no, that's what they said.
That's
Somebody,
what Melinda said, I think, but
yeah, I'm like, I don't know if that's true. Like, 'cause that really doesn't make sense.
I think it's probably just if you're gonna
Send them to school.
or even if you do like the 50-50, like the
Yeah,
most people are gonna be going.
You don't want to do nothing.
part time. Fuck up.
You don't wanna
Kane's
do
a menace
nothing,
today.
You're cheap.
Oh, we gotta get a freaking soundboard, bro.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, no, it's just for the people that will be going on campus.
Okay,
Or
so
like to school.
see, like, so the thing is, if you don't want to give your kid the flu shot, you know what? You should do what I've been suggesting, which is not send your kid to school at all. Like, not even half the time, not some of the time. Like,
Now it just seems like a chess move more than it seems like a what the fuck are they doing? They're like, hey, you can send your kids to school, but you gotta give them a flu shot.
everybody be like, no.
Oh no, I don't want that.
No.
You
But-
stay home, little Billy. Good.
That's what white people are gonna say.
No.
Well, they're already saying that. The white people are like, I bet I already wasn't gonna send them to school, so it's fine.
Facts.
Well, Jimmy knows
But I don't know.
that's fine.
Honestly, they're coming on. Anyway.
Yeah, they're being wild with this. Like,
I
don't.
I want to hear from
following through
parents.
with it.
Any parents watching? But Mike, you're a parent. Who else?
Eric's
Eric's
a parent.
watching.
So Eric's watching. Yeah.
What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking?
Actually, what are your thoughts, opinions on
On there, y'all give y'all kids the flu shot. Y'all send y'all kids
just to go to school? Are you sending them to school? What you going to do?
Do y'all always give your kid the flu shot, baby?
If you need a tutor in history, I got you. It'll be fun history.
Yeah, I
It'll be
could
my own
totally
history.
tutor you in history, English, sort of. I actually have age appropriate books for every like age bracket. I have things for them to read. If
Oh, we
you
should
need it.
release that list for.
Oh yeah, we should. We should. Yeah, we made a list like last year for Black History Month. We never fully released it, but we talked about our best black books written by black people. I said you're a parent. Wait, nigga, get out of here. Shit, I don't even want to hear your opinion anymore. I literally said, yeah, Mike, you're a parent. Can you not hear, Mike? Like, shit, the fuck? What is your opinion?
What y'all gonna do with y'all little cheering?
I am a parent.
Like, okay, Black Dynamite, relax.
Dynamite. Be that as it may, I will not
Yeesh.
see you as a brother or a friend.
Okay.
Sending back to school.
Ew, school. Says school.
Nasty. Unfortunate.
It really sucks.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because maybe want you to go back to work and stuff.
Yep, they want you to slave away
Eric
to the
says
capitalist system.
Eric says his kids are staying home, but he believes in vaccinations to protect his own kids.
Oh, no facts.
Yeah,
I believe in
same.
vaccines. I have all my vaccines.
Yeah, I believe in that.
I even get the flu shot. Not on purpose. The doctor will just say it's flu season. You want the flu shot? And I'll be like, sure. Because I don't want them to shame me. So I get it.
I'm not, no.
I always say no.
I get shamed into vaccines. They be like, you need this, this, this. I'll be like, okay,
They-
fine. You need to do this right now. Okay.
I'm not, no, yeah. I get, like I said, I believe in vaccines. I said at the beginning, I believe in vaccines. I'm not that person who, I think I should get that, especially like, the weird people who don't want to get like the polio vaccine or like the measles vaccine, like,
Oh, they cured polio.
Shut up, bro.
It's
Shut
crunch
up.
from freaking American
I
Pickle.
thought that I always thought
Shut
that was
up.
a fixable problem.
Shut up. Shut up. Yeah. But anyway, that's a thing. So something to be aware of.
My school used to like have, my Catholic school used to have like flu shot, like days when they do the nasal ones.
Mm.
I always found that interesting because it's just a bunch of black kids getting a flu shot in the middle of the day. And I was like, did my mom know what she was really consenting to? They could have chipped me, you know, like those people believe when they do the COVID test, they can chip you.
Like in Maximum Ride.
I don't
care.
I don't have anything against the flu shot, to be honest.
I don't care. If I have to get it, I'll get it, but it's not a big deal to me. I don't like getting shots. So
I told my doctor to give me the flu shot randomly one time. I said, just give it to me randomly, don't tell me when. Just sign me up, like, ask for an appointment for, like, a physical or something like that. And when I go and just be like, oh, today we're giving you your flu shot. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I personally won't make the appointment because I forget. So just say, hey, flu shot time?
I don't go to the doctor on the flu shot, period. I usually go around like after my birthday or something.
Yeah,
so I never like think about it. Like
I never like go out of my way to get the flu shot.
Never have. Unless I like needed to, but I never have like needed to, except maybe for like not even college. They were giving out the flu shot and I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and I never went.
Yeah.
I'm trash, I know, it's okay though. In other news, not about shots, but just about college reopenings, UNC, I think it's Chapel Hill, they opened to close like a week later.
Yeah, because I think 200 people got
basically 200 people in like a week got their ronies.
Got their run
and they were like, oh, so like people really gonna get it, like, oh.
They're on the virus.
Can
we please, I'm begging you, please. You know what I'm asking you, and can we please? They're on the virus. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of people got that shit and they had to close. So what I'm saying is not to open.
Not to open. Like, oh, Jordan left a comment, he said, gotta go back to 5 days a week next week. They're all over employees about masks. Very good thing. But they don't seem to do shit about the students who aren't wearing them. Seriously, what the fuck? Facts! What the fuck?
That don't make any sense.
And I've seen this about, like, almost every industry where, like, they'll care more about the employee wearing it than they care about the customers that are coming in. And I'm like,
these people are the ones coming in and out, bringing from who knows where. At least you know where your employee's coming from, kinda.
They want zombies.
I'm like, y'all are sick, like I said, they're trying to call us or something. They're trying to call the population or something because this is really ridiculous. And people are just like, I agree. I don't want to wear a mask. They're like toddlers. I don't like it. Actual toddlers just be running around in their masks, chilling. Grown adults, I can't breathe. It's messing up my eczema.
I bet you Trump got a bunch of binders like they did in the Simpsons movie, and he was like, "What's the most like effective way for doomsday? Because it's coming. You have to choose." And he said, "Fucking zombies." Because that's how you get zombies. Is you don't control it from the people.
I didn't know what he was gonna say. So Tom Kane, like those. You know, on those like what's the Boston random TV network, the Boston Neighborhood Network or whatever.
Yeah,
where people have those shows. BNN, yes. Kane's like those people on BNN where you don't know what the hell they're gonna say when they start their show.
Yeah, public access TV. Yo, I was gonna. He said binders, and I just immediately thought of that time that Romney said he had binders for women.
Yeah.
And then I remember that teacher dressed up as a binder full of women.
LOL.
I was like,
but Mike mentioned about Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame it went up to like 220, but they had an off-campus party, and 220 people got that for Roni. And what that tells us is what everybody knew: college students are not gonna pay to be stuck in their dorm rooms for a whole year.
Like, what do y'all think was gonna happen? Like, y'all think they're just gonna sit in their room, just study? They said they're gonna, you know, college students, all they say on Twitter is that they like to watch The Office, so maybe they're just gonna sit in their room and
You do that.
That's what you
They're
do
gonna watch Brooklyn
after
Nine-Nine.
class. That's not what you do on the week.
That's not what you do on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday night. You know, you gotta chill and drink some cognac or something.
This is rape culture.
Bro, like,
it didn't make sense. I'm glad they have all these examples because BU wants to open. Obviously, as Jordan said, he works at Harvard Business, and he said those little shits got money, so they acting wild and like
they're like
opening these things.
half
just
those
like,
people, they're literally joking to be like.
I'm just sick because there is like no need. Like there is no need for. Oh, my computer died. Wow, that's quite tragic. There's no need for these schools to be back. And I read an article today about how a good portion of Harvard's like incoming class are like taking this year as a gap year because they don't want to miss out on their freshman year being online. And I'm like, you see how rich people do it?
But I mean, I think everybody should be taking a gap year. To be honest, most colleges started recommending taking a gap year anyway.
Yes.
So if you're a freshman, you should have took a gap year. It's already too late now, but.
Yeah, you just gotta dip, man, because there is like, if I was in college right now, there'd be no point in me being in school unless like if I was a freshman, there'd be no point in me being in school. Now if you're in school, the remote school thing just gonna be you just gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
But like if you don't,
like even if I had
like,
a kid in college, I wouldn't be sending them. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I mean, like this is what you want to do, like for real. You want to go spend
and die.
Like, you want to spend all this money
and
to die? You want to
Die.
spend my money
And
to
die?
die? You want to get BU to give me that freaking, whatchamacallit, that death degree?
Victoria said a whole bunch of students at MIT are requesting a leave of absence.
Because, what's the point? Like, the issue is, online learning is not as easy as people make it.
It really is, especially not in college. Especially if you're a freshman. Or even anything, really.
I took a geographic. I took some weird shit so that I could get my science course passed, but it was about maps and how things get mapped.
Cartography?
Yeah, sure. If that's how you say it, because I didn't know how to say it.
Geographic cartography?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Geographic Cartography 101.
I don't know, but that thing online was wild. Obviously, I got an A because, pero I did not understand a single thing. Like, if you ask me anything about freaking
geographic cartography,
what are the blue parts on a map?
Do you know what's the line of the meridian?
I don't even know what longitude and latitude.
What are the blue
No,
parts?
latitude. What did you say? Longitude and latitude.
What are the
As
blue
we can
parts?
tell, that class did not do me well.
The blue parts on it.
The water?
That's the water.
Oh. What are the green parts?
Land.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I got an A. Anywho, what I'm saying is, learning online is not easy. Like, I think in high school, for me, it would have been easy because high school learning is easy to me. And it's like, I don't know, it's up to you, you know, it's up to you, but because a lot of high school is just doing homework. So that's just my opinion. A lot of high school is just doing homework and writing essays, and that's pretty straightforward. But for like college, a lot of things are like just having a teacher like spew to you and like understanding stuff. So I don't know. I wouldn't do college like this. Like,
yeah, it's just a
not
waste
every
of your
class,
money.
especially every
it's
class.
already a waste of your money to freaking like
In the get go,
like
in the
to
beginning.
spend money for college. Like, just not expensive for no reason. And then they want you to not even be there. The hook. But yeah,
It's just foolish.
that was the last thing on the list.
I couldn't think of anything else. This week
It's
was
already
weird.
8:30, so
Yeah, we done talked enough, but I feel like there was nothing to talk about for real.
things are just we're just
Oh,
barreling
really? I feel like a lot.
towards
The end of the world.
yeah.
How will I stream at the end of the world? We should have a link up point, everybody, that mainly watches this because you're mainly our like close friends. Where we can link at the end of the world. Y'all should be stocking your homes. So that
Yeah,
we
y'all
can-
better be preparing. We're preparing. You know, some of y'all are friends with my brother. He asked a good question about which y'all would get from Home Depot if y'all have 5 minutes. Y'all should think about it. Dollar Tree. I want to ask about Dollar Tree.
I know also like if you get those TV shows from back in the day.
Pumpkin.
I want to go get tomorrow.
Bring the shrooms
What? Who said
at the
that?
end of the world.
Who said that?
Anyway,
Who said that?
what were you saying?
Oh no! Remember that show in 90s where they had the like carts and they would go through the store and have to like run and get stuff? That's me when I think about when Jay said those 5 minutes. Because I said 5 minutes in Dollar Tree. Y'all don't even know how much stuff I could.
I just thought about like when they would be like,
Yes.
like they'd be on like any of those like shows where like they have to cook or something. They'd just be slashing, pulling things off the shelves into the cart. Anything, just lines of boxes.
Or the ones when they did it where it was like you had to get the most expensive stuff in the cart, and the person would go to like the cheeses and be like. But yes, there's gonna be a meeting on the 25th on I'm dying, sorry, on the Malcolm X Park because they're making renovations, and Mike made a joke about we have to meet there before they turn into an apartment complex, but they're trying to do something to it. They're trying to make some changes to it and change the name Malcolm X Park.
Yeah.
How
they trying to change the name of Malcolm X Park when I feel like it was just kind of changed to Malcolm X Park? Like it used to be Washington Park, and then it was Malcolm X Park. Yes.
God,
there's one right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
Wait. When was it Malcolm X? When did it change to Malcolm X Park?
It's been like that for a while.
It's been a while now, but
I always thought it was Washington Park.
That's what it used to be called before.
I mean, I got a sign in front of it on the Dale Street side to say Malcolm X.
Yeah, it's Malcolm X Park,
But anywho, you gotta stay woke. I shared it.
Stay woke.
Oh.
How safe is Rock? Google Malcolm X Park. First Reddit post I saw June 3rd, 2020. How safe is Roxbury near Malcolm X Park?
Don't go there, please.
Yo, I gotta go on this Reddit post. It's the most dangerous area. There just be gunshots all night. Don't move there. There just be a lot of black people running around. I don't know what they're doing. They just hang around.
Niggas, not even black people. Niggas eating chicken, throwing chicken at each other.
Chicken bones all over the floor.
The
pigeons and the seagulls come to eat the chicken bones.
Okay, but wait, they'd be like, ooh, nature. I get to see pigeons and seagulls.
No, also the pit bulls come.
Yeah, pit bulls. Pit bulls live there. They're allowed in all the buildings.
And then that tiger that Warren Gardens put up in that display comes alive at night near Malcolm X Park. Yep. It comes through the walk through. Things be escaping from Franklin Park. They be coming down through Malcolm X Park.
It's the spirit of Christmas addicts.
It's the spirit of Kwanzaa. Please
it's
get
the
it
spirit
right.
It's the spirit of Kwanzaa and Christmas addicts merged as
and
one.
Imhotep.
And Imhotep merged as one. From Nubian Square merged as one, bringing the spirit of Roxbury
to Malcolm X Park and Malcolm X's crib on
in the form of a tiger. It's a tiger.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're done with this. Goodbye.
That's it. Good night.